Hey folks, I'm in our commercial kitchen today. It's Saturday morning. I was doing a little checking on some ferments I had going. And as I started to do a little cleanup, I thought, maybe people might be interested in commercial kitchen operations and sanitation. So stick with me and let's talk about cleaning up. Hey folks, this is Phil from Alabama Hot Sauce. That's alabamahotsauce.com on the web. I'm in the kitchen in our commercial kitchen, and I'm standing in front of our 3-sink sanitizing operation. I know for a lot of you, you've heard the term 3-sink, but you might not understand what happens in a commercial operation when we clean and sanitize dishes. 3-sink systems simply give you a wash basin, a rinse basin, and a sanitize basin. What is typically done in many kitchens is that you use bulk chemicals, you create your wash water, which is designed to get grease and dirt and all the cooking matter off of pans. You then rinse them in clear water. You then prepare chlorine-based sanitizing solutions to sanitize the dishes. We are fortunate in our kitchen that we have a lot of people working out of here. As a matter of fact, I believe there are nearly 30 different food operations that function out of this kitchen. So everybody's responsible for providing their own chemicals, and using bulk chemicals has its problems. Number one, they're individually expensive for us. And second, it is really easy to incorrectly measure very critical components, especially of the wash and the sanitize end of the process. Now, we're lucky that our kitchen operator has had a new system installed for us, which makes cleaning and sanitizing much easier. They went to the national company Cintas, and Cintas installed their Signet automatic chemical system. So we're now using chemicals that automatically dispense themselves into these sinks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over with you a little bit about how this works, and then I'll take you over and show you something a little extra they installed for us. As is the case with anytime you deal with any kind of chemicals, it's best to wear gloves. So I'm going to put on gloves. Chlorine, of course, is harsh on your hands. Cleaning chemicals are harsh on your hands. So just while I'm doing this demonstration, I'm going to put on gloves so I don't get any burns or any damage from this stuff. Our 3-basin sink can operate just like any other sink. We have running hot water, we have running cold water. On both of these sinks, what typically happens prior to our automated system being installed is we come in, we fill our sink. We have to watch markings very closely to see how much water we put in the sinks. We then measure out of bulk chemicals whatever we chose to use as our washing and our sanitizing. With our new system, we're going to do something a little different. Cintas has come in and they've installed automatic dispensers for pot and pan washing and dishwashing and for sanitation. Now, these systems are designed to provide exactly the correct amount of chemical, and they do it real time. No longer do we have to worry about how much water we put in here. When this system is running, the water coming out of our faucets is automatically providing exactly the right chemicals for us. Now, the way this system works is that they have tapped into our faucet and they put a valve here. When this valve is in the upright position, water flows normally through the faucet. When it's in the closed position, it diverts water into our Signet system. Now, our Signet system has two sides. On this side, we have our chlorine-based 3-sink compartment sanitizer. On the green side, we have our Signet-based pot and pan washing solution. So this is wash and degrease. This is sanitize. Of course, in the middle, the rinse stays the same. Rinsing is done in a commercial operation in perfectly clear water. Now, the way this system works, first we can choose whether we want hot or cold water. We plug our sink, adjust our water temperature, and push this button. This begins the flow of water through this hose into our wash sink. So you can see our water coming out here into our wash sink. We run in it whatever level of it we need. If we're washing a lot of dishes, we fill it up, or big pots, we fill it up. If we're washing just a few dishes, we don't have to fill it completely up. At any point in time, when we got it enough, we simply release the button, and our sink is full there. We then would wash our dishes, clean our pots and pans, and we're ready to go to rinse. Now, in rinse, we do this with purely clear water. And the way this works is that we fill this sink with whatever amount of water we need, and dishes that have been washed on the wash side are then dipped into the sink to rinse them, okay? Once our dishes have been rinsed, we're ready to move to sanitizing. Now, we've already got our valve on here, so we plug up our sanitizing sink, and we simply push the sanitize button. This has another rubber hose that brings in exactly a perfect mixture. Now, sanitizing is required by state and federal law to be an exact measured amount of sanitizing solution and water ratio. What's interesting about this system is designed to provide us with exactly 300 parts per million of sanitizing solution. While we still hand check it with dipsticks, we no longer have to worry about the danger of misapplying the amount of sanitizing chemical we put in. So we fill our sanitizing sink, we bring our dishes out of the rinse sink, and we simply dunk them into sanitizing water for 10 seconds. We then pull them out and lay them up, and they air dry. It's important to note that in FDA and state-approved commercial kitchen applications, you don't dry the dishes. You allow them to air dry. We would never want to put a cloth on them and run the risk of contaminating a dish that's already been sanitized. And it's really that simple. In addition, when we're cooking at our workstations, almost everyone maintains a wipe and rinse bucket. The first thing I do every morning when I come into work is I empty out and clean my rinse bucket from the day before, and I create a new bucket of solution. Without this automated Cintas Signet system, I would have to measure the water that goes in my bucket, measure out the right amount of chlorine-based chemical. But now all I have to do is put my hose into my bucket and push the button. I can now run a gallon, 2 gallons, 3 gallons, whatever amount of sanitizing solution I want to put in my bucket. I then take it to my workstation. I keep a cloth submerged, and constantly throughout the work process, I am wiping and rinsing cutting boards and table surfaces and things of that nature. Thanks to the owners of our kitchen, we've been provided with what I think is an amazing upgrade, and that is the Cintas Signet dish cleaning and sanitizing system. In addition to this, there's many other cleaning tasks that have to go on in a commercial kitchen operation. Obviously, we have to mop the floor. A commercial kitchen is a very, very greasy location, so we have to mop the floor with proper grease degreasers, and the floor mopping has sanitizers in it. In addition to that, we constantly have surfaces we have to spray. We have glass surfaces we have to clean. All this is done just like you have to do it at home, but the difference is, in addition to cleaning, we're always sanitizing. So now I'm going to take you in, and I'm going to show you a little additional thing they had installed for us to make those tasks a little easier. Hey, folks, we're here in a little different location. We're in our mop room. Now, just like your mop room, either at home or at your commercial kitchen, is not a very, exotic place to be. It is what it is. But luckily for us, our kitchen provider has had Cintas do a little more. In addition to the dish and implement cleaning sanitation system I showed you, there are also other issues in a commercial kitchen. We have floors to mop. We have hard surfaces to spray. We have hands to wash. So Cintas has provided us with another variety of automated chemical treatments. Here we have the Cintas Signet General Cleaning Station. We have a station here that provides multi-surface glass cleaning and sanitizing. We have a station here that provides hard surface sanitizing. This is what you might put in a spray bottle and spray on a hard surface. We have a general neutral disinfectant. And in addition, we have floor cleaning fluid. I'm not actually going to run these, but this system works exactly like the system we saw outside. We turn the water on in our mop sink. That activates the system. If we want to fill up a spray bottle to clean glass surfaces, we simply put the tube in the spray bottle and we push the button. That dispenses properly mixed, properly ratioed glass cleaner. We can also, if we'd like, hard surface cleaner. Hard surface cleaner is typically 400 parts per million of a chlorine cleaner. We can dispense that into a spray bottle or a bucket. We have a general neutral sanitizer. This is what you'd use on anything else, doorknobs, handles, things of that nature. But the easiest thing, or the best addition to this, is we have the mop bucket fluid. Cleaning and dealing with mop buckets, as you all know, is really aggravating. But what we have here is we have a system where we can simply put the mop bucket under the hose, push the button, it dispenses mop cleaning solution that sanitizes, that degreases, that cleans, and it makes this whole process of cleaning up in a commercial kitchen much easier. Now, what I'm not going to show you is, in addition, Cintas has installed for us automated chemicals in our automatic dishwasher. So now when we wash our dishes, we get exactly the right concentration of detergent, we get exactly the right concentration of dryer solution, and we get exactly the right concentration of sanitizing in our rinse. So thank you to our commercial kitchen operator and Cintas. We now have this Signet system throughout our facility, and I cannot tell you how much simpler it makes this entire process. If you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. In addition to that, while you're here, if you like this content, give me a thumbs up. That tells me that I'm doing the right thing, that you like seeing this type of content. And while you're here, ring that bell. When you do that, that tells YouTube that you really like the Alabama hot sauce content, and you will be notified every time we produce a new video. Once again, folks, I want to thank you for joining me. I know this video is a little bit different. It is kind of insider news, but it might help those who have one of these systems understand how to use it. And it might be of interest to those of you who are hot sauce consumers to understand how cleaning works in a commercial kitchen. Again, folks, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.
Hey folks, Mr. Phil here. I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you don't mind, click the round logo and join our channel. In addition, I've made a couple of video suggestions I think you might like. Click them and see what you think. Remember, Alabama hot sauce, always fresh, always spicy. Thank you.